so I'm supposed to make a video of my awkward moments, but there are a lot to talk about, so instead I'm going to try to just tell you some advice that I have acquired throughout my various moments of being myself. The first one is probably to actually just be yourself, but in the sense of be a better version of yourself. Yeah, like don't try to be someone else. Like, don't try to be a cool kid if you really don't understand what they're talking about, or don't try to be in a certain clique if you don't really care what they're doing, because it's not worth it and it makes you look dumb. So that's the first piece of advice. My second piece of advice is probably keep conversation flowing. Like, don't just pause. Stay quiet. And don't talk. Because it doesn't help. It makes things even worse. If you stay quiet, then that just like makes it grow, and then someone will suddenly go, so, and you know that's a bad so. It could be like something else. They could also say like, yeah, or okay. But all of those are just very bad, because that just means we ran out of things to say. So if you can keep conversation going, even if it's a small talk that everyone hates, or even if it's just random mumbling or ranting about something, that's probably best, because that way you at least have something to say instead of just going, so, because I bet that a bunch of us have been in that situation before, and it's no fun. Another thing is probably, I work in groups at school, like we always have group work or whatever. If you're working in the group, and if you are going to, I don't know, split up the assignment into 3 pieces, please, personal experience here, know what you're doing, know which part you're doing, because if you accidentally do someone else's part and they still do the same part, then there's a chunk left that you don't know what to do with, which is why it's very complicated to work in a group, because no one knows what they're doing, and then they always rely on that one person who actually knows what the heck the assignment is to help them figure it out. It's not fun. I've been that person. I've been both people, the person who gets lost and the person who helps somehow, even though I'm a complete mess. Like, if you don't see, my desk is completely unorganized with a bunch of stuff, and it's never gonna get any better. So, when people come to me and say, oh, can you help me with this project? I say, sure, because I'm just like, you're gonna regret asking me for help, but okay, I'll help you, and you'll see how much of a disaster I am. Ding! And then lastly, I think my main piece of advice, all of us usually, like, if you're awkward, that's mainly because of a few things. First of all, it's your personality, which is understandable, because why not be awkward? It makes you a bit quirky, that's fine. But then another thing is the conversations, because not a lot of people can carry out a conversation without a pause every once in a while. Like, I can barely do it with my friends, and then when the pauses do happen, then you're in a dilemma, because you don't know what to fill them in with. When there's a pause, it's just there. So, yes, awkwardness is a dilemma for the century, but that's because we're so used to not conversing face to face. I guess my basic advice is start talking to more people and understand that pauses are not good. I think that's it for now, and I shall see you all later. Until then, and again, I am very sorry for the late video, but oh well, whatever. Can't be perfect here. Bye!